Hey, y'all. Let's see if this is going to work.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People teased you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things cool, girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer resists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention with care. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey, y'all. Hold on. I'm like already leaned over. I'm already done. It's Friday. I'll set up. Hold on. Hey, Sheba. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Outlaw Trucker, Bash the Tragedy Pants, Tina, Laura, Molly's Moose Knuckle, Sassy but Classy. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome in. Texas Tiffany, Queen Bella, Clemson Girl, Wendy Lou, Courts, Happy P, Obama Beauty, BB, Darby C, LG, Clemson Girl, Angela, Lisa, BB again, Grandma Sherry, Lori Lou. Is it Deline? It's a pretty name if that's what it is. Chicky Chick, I probably butchered it though. I'm terrible with names. Saucy, JJ, K, Mash, The Truth Will Always Come Out, Shelly Lynn, Skip to My Lou, Miss Renee, Carol, Nana L, It's Cool Magnolias, Safari. I really need to get glasses. Cool Gamer, T, Blank Screen, Marcy, Quartz Again, T Kelly, Laura A, Revival, Ella Bella, Yoper Gal, I See Everything, Rapper, Susan Logan, Mama Bear, Cassie, Commander. Is that good, everybody? Pugs, #1 fan, Zoya. Every time I think I'm almost done. Fireside, Creative Witch. You guys are great. 2 Skulls, 1 Swing, Just a Lurker. Miss Bailey Girl, Hope P, Electro, Cheesy Weezy, Sticky, Tallulah, Barbara, Nikki, Carla, Kathy Clock the House, Miss Moss, Blank screen again. Black Irish. Nunya, Pussycat, Cassie, Muffin Mouse. You guys do this just to see me try to keep up. Beer Can Island, LG, Evil Ducky, Mama Bear. I love it that you guys all come in and say hi though. Heels in the air. Julie G, Banana Bicycle Seat. I missed somebody up there. Ooh. Cassie, okay. I was like, oh. Amy, Eve, Amethyst, Nikki, Brenda. Damn it. I'm almost caught up. Not for nothing. Okay, did I get I was almost there. Mountain Mama, Just V, April. I think Melly Mel, Cupcakes. I think I got everybody so far. Bleachhead Betty. You guys are putting me to the test these days. I tell you what, Spilt Milk. You guys are really putting me to the test. Okay. How's everybody doing? Twin Thing. What you guys all up to? You just like to hear your name. It's okay. Hey, everybody. I know. I'm like, holy crap. And I'm trying to, oh, I just missed somebody. Twinkles. Who else did I miss? Brooklyn, Poetic Justice. I think I'm catching everybody today for the most part. Now it'll go south. But at least I try. At least I try in the beginning. So today, normally I come on here and I have like this really targeted agenda of all these things I'm going to show you. I've been doing this for 6 months, y'all. I'm tired today. I was like sitting here thinking about it while I was looking back through videos, going through receipts and things of that nature. And I was like, I've been doing this for the most part every day. Well, once I started like going live, then I started streaming live every day because it was new people coming in to tell the story every time. You know, there was just this need to continually like you would try to get out in front of something and then the next thing would pop up. And it's constantly been this revolving door of trying to get in front of whatever new accusation is coming at you. And it has been, I don't think I have like actually sat back and taken a breath until this last week and everything, like let myself really process what has all happened and where we've been. And the reason being is because last week I think was really heavy for a lot of people. Hey, Shannon, welcome in. Hey, Real Angel, Marcy, everybody else popping in. If I missed you, welcome in. Thank you for being here. But you know, think about it. Most of you guys have been here along the way. Like your guys' names have been here, chat after chat. And I'm like, I know it's gotten really hard for a lot of you. And I watch that and I'm like, come on here every day. And I'm like, okay, let's see if we can, you know, help somebody. But at the end of this, like I didn't start this. I want to just be raw and real for a little bit. And then we can get into like whatever we want to talk about. But I didn't come into this for numbers, clicks, or views. I came into this for the truth of somebody else's story that they totally destroyed. That's all I wanted. I didn't care about a channel. I've never cared about numbers. I've never cared about the likes. I didn't monetize up until the last month just because I didn't feel right about it, so on and so forth. That's not why I came in here. The mission that we came with was for the truth, the facts, something to change. And we continue to, we're making change. I will say that, like, there is definitely things progressing in the right ways, but there's a lot of responsibility with this too. And I know a lot of people think this is just the internet, right? This is just the internet. This is all a big game. It's not. These are real families. These are real victims. These are real things that are happening to real people. Oh, Beer Can Island, thank you. These are things that are continuing to happen, and it's going to continue to happen as long as we sit back and just remain stagnant and not say anything. We are, in a way, encouraging, like, we can all pat ourselves on the back because this is where our society is, that this is acceptable behavior by almost 50 and 50-year-old women. Mind-blowing that a life goal of people is now to be an internet sensation over doing horrible, shocking things to other people's lives that have forever impacts. I know that we sit back and look at the Ashley Furniture videos and we all have our opinions and we all have, our thoughts and stuff like that. But this is the time when we also need to remain silent and understand that we have to let things work itself out too at a certain time. And we've got to stop feeding the beast of their exploitation machine, because that's exactly what they wanted. They want the heat off of certain things that they have been targeting time and time again. And they use a distraction like that. And guess what? That has a real life person and a real life consequence. And they don't care. They roll on and move on to the next. And here there are people that are really tangibly trying to pick up the pieces of the mess these people come in and make. That is why the best description for them is tabloid tornadoes. Hold on, just a second. Sorry.
So we could leave this cracked.
No, it's okay. I forgot. She's got to go. My oldest one that has trigeminal neuralgia, she just got her retainers because she got her braces off and it created TMJ. She got her retainers Monday and she has TMJ. She had to go to the urgent care yesterday to her jaw's all. So now they had to fix her retainers to try and get them to sit better. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Real life situation though, this is a person that is going to have, has real life consequences that are happening no matter what the outcome may be. Sassy Bit Classy, thank you so much. Did I miss something else up here, y'all? I'm terrible at this. Sorry, I'm not reading comments right now either. And you guys know I'm horrible at this. Okay, I think I'm okay. Beer Cane Island, that's what it was. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, but these are stories that have, they have a victim. They have somebody that is at the other end of their shenanigans. They have somebody that this is going to affect their lives. They don't care. They don't care that, to them calling, even like dial it back 12 hours before that when they were drunk dialing me. They don't care because it's all laughable to them. They don't see the reality in these situations. They sit up here and tell you that they're all for the victims. They advocate for this, but then they show you who they are time and time again. And it's not even disappointing at this time because it's just what is to be expected. Kiki is here. Kiki camera. Kiki, say hi to your friends. Say hi to your friends. No, you're just going to put your butt in the camera today? Okay. Sir, can you please? He says no. Sorry. Kiki always takes over the show. Anyways, always a mess. But these are things that are going to continue to happen as long as we continue to use these situations for content instead of doing what is necessary to make a change. And that doesn't mean using these situations and not talking about the reality of it. Like, we need to talk about what is actually happening, the truth, the facts, so on and so forth. But there's also a line that we have to draw of, is this helping the situation or are we making the situation worse by handling it online? And that's been something that's really hard because I'm very fact-based and this is what it is and this is what it isn't. But even me, there's certain things like I wish I would have never came on here and even said that, hey, yeah, CPS was contacted. I wish I never would have, because then it became this like need to prove myself. I've proved myself for the last 6 months every fucking day, every day. And that opened up because I wouldn't put my family into it. It opened up a window of it just opened up a window that it was not comfortable. So I wish I would have never, and I realize now that's a part of their game, because as soon as I came out and said it, because I am handling everything out front, they used it as content. It's this whole thing. Hold on just a second. Never mind. She's not hollering at me. She's hollering at the younger one. I thought she said mom, but it wasn't. But we've got to stop focusing on, like, if we are really focused on change and wanting to make a difference in something that is actually going to happen, then we've got to start kind of weighing those back and forth some. And it's hard. It's really fucking hard. Yeah, yeah, but that's exactly what happened is because I I never wanted to become a part of the story, if that makes sense. I just wanted to talk about the story, provide facts of the story, but then I became a part of it. And that is not exactly it was so uncomfortable. And I felt so bad because I felt like I owed it to some people, but then at the same time, my family's well-being is much more important to me than anybody on the internet. So I had to weigh those options, and I've thankfully had Kyle to bounce those off of and other people, of like, what do I need to, where are my boundaries? Where am I going to draw the line? So it's been back and forth, and I still like, there's no correct answer. I'm going to be honest. Like, we can all judge every creator and say, well, this one's doing this wrong, or there is no guidebook for this. There is no, this is the way it should be. Nobody can predict what is going to happen out here in 2 hours. So going and blaming creators or saying like, oh, you shouldn't have done that, or you shouldn't have had this person on panel isn't going to answer the question or do anything different. It's already been done. Okay. So if that isn't something that you personally, you got to find your balance. Yeah. But it's exhausting. I have to say it's so exhausting. And I think that's what I'm just trying to get across to everybody is it's okay to pull back. I'm learning that I even need to pull back because I became so focused on the facts, the facts, the facts. This is because there's real victims here. I'm not one of them. They're trying to make me one of them because it's just part of how their exploitation wheel revolves, right? But they use they victimize and re-victimize and create new victims, and it's all part of their content. So we've got to figure out how to think smarter and stop with the emotional thinking. And I even get into that too. And by the way, as far as stuff with Erica goes, everything with her will always be dealt with out front here until she leaves me the fuck alone and completely disappears from anywhere near me. Like, just so we know, I'm not going back to that. I've talked about that in the past. Those videos are up there, but it is what it is. I'm so sick of that. Like, that is so hard too. And I think people don't realize you get it from every angle. It's not one person that's coming at you. It's all these different people because they all have a different vested interest in what their angle is. Some of them don't have any at all besides just wanting content. That's majority of them. But they will let me tell you, this has been the most mental exhaustion I've had in years. And it's opened up trauma in my own life that I like, even talking about my mom's, attempt yesterday. I thought I was okay, with that. Like, that was fine. But then it like brought up other things that I had never really dealt with. And, it's opened up a lot of emotional gaps for people's own private lives too, that I think is really because, again, we're watching it be done time and time and time again. And a lot of people feel like they have to sit back and not say anything because they will be the next one to be targeted. And it's just exactly what happens. So then they feel guilty that they don't speak out. And then emotionally, they are so invested because they feel so drawn to try and help in some way, shape, or form. And it becomes very emotionally taxing on even the subs. Like, it's a fucking mess. Yeah, it does, Texas Tiffany. It does. And sometimes, like, impatience too is another thing that's very important out here. And one thing that I'm super glad for is, oh, I'm sorry, Quartz, I didn't mean to. And these people are genuinely putting people's lives in danger. Like, I want people to understand the seriousness of this. Like, I laugh about shit. I put on a face because I'm so sorry. And then speaking of that, like, I was thinking after we got off live yesterday, I was like, but that wasn't even like at 18 years old, I watch a man shoot him. Well, I was bartending in the bar. I was in Montana. You could be 18 at the time. Sidetrack. Hold on. I was green behind the ears. My childhood, like I grew up on a dairy farm. I was very naive. So here I am bartending at 18. Well, logging community, tiny little town, but it really parties on weekends. A man that was a regular of ours that I knew really well came walking back in the bar, and he was holding his face, and I saw blood dripping. Trigger warning, trigger warning. I'm going to skip over some stuff. But I didn't really even think anything of it, you know. I figured a bar fight. There was a ton of them over there. Well, no, come to find out, I ended up laying on the man in the parking lot for over 15 minutes as he was in shock because he had tried to take his own life with a 357 mag in our parking lot. And when he took his hand away from his face, that's what I saw. I forgot about how much, like, I quit working at that bar after that because after he recovered, he survived. They actually had to do a skin graft to repair the roof of his mouth. And I was talking about how angry I was in those years. Man, I was so mad. And I thought, what a selfish thing to do. Like, what a selfish thing to do to everybody else, you know? 18 years old, had no idea. But just to think back on like how much I didn't understand at that age and how much like this conversation affects people and they don't want to have it. Like I never had even known shit about that up until that point. And I ended up quitting the bar and like because he came back in and my boss expected me to serve him because he was the boss's best friend. And I was like, there's no fucking way I'm serving this guy. I was traumatized. And I walked out and went and worked across the street at the other bar. But we don't have these conversations. You know, people are so shut off to real life conversations that these are realities. Like this is shit that happens every day in every town in every country across the entire world. This is shit that is happening time and time again. And we are not able to even talk about it as adults, let alone try to have these conversations with our children. Think about that and how scary that is. Think about that though. Like, think about that. We are not, as adults, we can't have the real life conversations without people getting uncomfortable or, you know, oh God, that can't happen. Or, you know, or people being worried about what others are going to say or think about them. How are we going to impact change for our children? I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry for what y'all have been through. Like, I can't read the comments because I'll end up crying. Yeah, and then it brought up another one from high school. One of my, yeah, exactly. It just, when you start to deal with stuff like this, and so this situation in general, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because there was things in my life that I'm completely disconnected from this family. Don't know them personally at all. I've said that time and time again. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a heavy, well, it's not a heavy conversation. It's just a needed conversation, I feel. Sorry. But these are conversations that we've got to get uncomfortable because we've got to do something to make a change, right? If we can't have these conversations as adults, how are we expecting our children to be able to come to us and say, I need help? If we can't even emotionally handle them as adults, right? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. See how real this is. This is what I'm saying. This is, and it's opened up so many emotional spots, but this is what they do. The last case they did, same thing. There was people that were victimized just from their behaviors. This is opening up wounds for so many people. I am so sorry for all of you. I'm really so sorry. Yes. And there's so many adults that are afraid to ask for help too. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is we have got to start, those of us who can have these conversations and are willing to have these conversations, we've got to try and continue to make this normal that these conversations are allowed. These conversations, there's space for these conversations. It's okay to be emotionally invested in a stranger's life because it will trigger things that you have not dealt with in your own. Even if you think you've dealt with it. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm so sorry. Sending you huge hugs. I mean, it's so fucking sensitive that YouTube has a hard time with the word. How are we educating our youth if you can't even say the word suicide? Can we fucking get with it, people? It's 2023. And think about this. Think about what happened to the lady at Ashley Furniture. She could potentially lose her job. Think about if she had children to support, was on the verge of, after COVID, she was still trying to recover. Think about all the possibilities of how long-term effects this could have. And think about if she was already emotionally going through something. Think about that. That could have been somebody's last straw. And guess what? If they would have pushed him over, who cares, right? Who cares? They're on to the next. I don't either, Elle. I don't either, because how are we going to educate? How are we going to talk about these hard things without being able to say, you're not supposed to? Poetic justice, I think they limit your ads on whatever, which that's why I don't give a shit. I'll say what I want because it's about education. It's not about a fucking income for my family. I would rather leave something behind that impacts somebody else's life in a positive way than be a millionaire. I'll be a broke bitch until the day I die. And I'm good with that. But I will make sure that my voice is heard. Like, I don't give a I don't know if they like take down videos fully or I don't know, but it just irritates me. It fucking irritates me. Because of advertisers don't want to advertise on your videos that talk about real life shit. Isn't that fucking sick? Yeah. Ugh. Oh, skipped my Lou. I'm so sorry. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't even monetize half my videos. I don't. That's the part of it. I don't give a shit. I'll play music. I mean, we got banned yesterday with my smart ass shit, but I don't care. This isn't I would rather have my voice mean something and do something than all this petty bullshit. Like there's a bigger focus here, right? We're on the verge of some real good shit. Real good shit that could positively affect change. And there's a lot of people that are involved in this, a lot of voices that have been working so hard on this. And they have put themselves in front of the line of fire. Let me tell you, the firing squad, they're pretty bad aim. But they still, those rubber bullets hurt after a while. They just get really like a wasp nest on the back of your legs. And it's hard. It is like it's mentally exhausting to get out here in front of all of the shit that they throw at you. But I have a bigger focus than this. I've always said from day one, this is nothing personal for me. This is nothing about a personal vested, I can't stand this person. I'm out here. Nope, that's never been the case. It's about something's got to change. And I never even realized how bad this was when we came out here. It's too much. Yes, sticky. That is exactly right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Jennifer, I'm glad you're here today. I'm so glad you're here. Remember, everybody, you have a purpose. You have a reason to be here. Tomorrow's a new day. Second by second, whatever you need to take, inch by inch, you're important and you matter. Even those of you in the shitty booty bitches section. Hey, Cash. Hey, Rat's mom. I can see you. It's just going really fast and I haven't really been reading because I'll start crying. Beer Can Island. Thank you for that. I am so proud to say that I have some really kick-ass people in this chat that actually do make a difference in their own communities and like actually are really trying to make a change. There's a lot of people over here that are damn good people. And I think that's where I'm at. And this whole thing is like, now it's time to take it to the next step. So we talk about it a lot, but we need to have follow through. So what does that follow through look like? Is it letters to our congressman? Is it letters to our local officials? Is it letters to federal officials, like where do we go from here? And I think that's where I kind of want to find somebody or try to find somebody that can kind of give us some ideas, or, somebody that has power and influence. But as messy as those people are, there's not many people that really want to get involved in this shit. Actually, there's a lot, to be honest. There's a lot. And I do have some really important things coming up, and some of them I will share. Some of them I will not. Like I'll share my FUPA check-in. Oh, you guys are going to be so proud of me today. Look at this. Look, I'm in jeans. I'm in jeans today, not leggings. I do wear jeans. What did you say? You said, what do we want to see change? What do you want to change? The ability of how easy it is to exploit these victims in their cases for financial gain by complete strangers. And it's happening with mainstream media. It's happening with what people are terming them tragedy pimps, misinformation cronies, whatever the case may be. They are using these tragedies to exploit time and time again for financial gain. And it's allowed because of random social media platforms that will not enforce their terms of service. At the end of the day, that's some of it. Thank you. I'm in jeans. I know it's crazy. Banana bicycle seat. I thought about that before coming live, and I should have. I really should have. But I will as soon as I'm done. I will be putting sweats back on. Oh. TJs, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah, behaviors, exploitation, education on mental health, education on healing trauma. I think too, like just having these discussions of how, and I know they're had on a lot of bigger scales, they're very political, that's kind of something that is tossed in that arena a lot, but you don't really see a lot of just real people going through the motions of this is what it is, this is what it isn't, and having these normal conversations on this scale. People don't like to talk about it a lot. Ginny, me too. T. Kelly. I talk softer in this one. This mic, I don't like this mic. I don't know why. Hold on. I got to tell you guys this. So I put my video to edit to take that and blur the faces. By the way, that's why that video is down right now on private and you guys can't see it, because I'm trying to blur out the faces of the Ashley furniture stuff. It has been there for like an hour and a half and it's not even at 50% yet. This is ridiculous. I'm like, I should have just downloaded it and put it into editing software and done it myself. I would have been done already, but this is the shit. And I'm getting an eye twitch. I'm turning into Molly. Hippie Emporium. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's exactly it. Exploiting these tragedies at their lowest times too is just sickening. It's sickening. Yeah, I'm sending you guys all hugs. There's so much. Like, this is real life here. Like, the comment section is real life. This is when you think you have it bad at sometimes too, look around and read the comments. There's always somebody that has it, that's going through it. And I mean, you can just be thankful. Like, we've got to try to remember what we are thankful for. We come out here and we talk about like all these horrible things, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that we can be thankful to, even if they're tiny little things, right? We've got to hold on to the little things at times. Tallulah, it does. It does. Just Jeanette, I also wonder that too. I really do too. I really wonder that too. But, and because I'm so, this is what it is, this is what it isn't, like, I didn't even think about this is part of the game. This is part of the fucking game. And I walked right into it. And then I had to pull myself back and I, was getting it from multiple different angles. And I was like, nope, this is when I just need to zone it all out and keep my focus, because we all have boundaries that we've got to set for ourselves, right? And my boundaries might be different than somebody else's, and that's totally okay. But I've got to be able to find and navigate those boundaries. And one thing I will never be okay with is exploiting my nieces or any of that for content on the internet. Oh, TJ's, I'm so sorry. Oh, right? Electro, right? I know. Joe Blown, southbound train. I don't really I don't think I've ever told anybody to do that. I'm nobody's boss. You guys are all adults. That's pretty ridiculous to even try to tell. When you try to tell people what not to do, that's the first thing that people do. I mean, that's just kind of common sense. But I think it's there's a lot of people that are out here for money, right? That's their motivation. And nothing wrong with that, right? They're out here to make their life however whatever work. But subs to them or losing people to a difference of opinion or something is a financial hit to a lot of those people. So they get uncomfortable with that. I only want people here that actually are okay with adult conversations, differences of opinion, and are willing to have tough conversations. I don't care where else you go. I don't hardly go anywhere on YouTube besides pimple popping videos, cake decorating videos, and occasionally some of the drama channels you can find me lurking. Well, I make myself known if I'm there. If I'm not talking, I'm not there. Like I will talk if I'm there. So I really I had to find my like level of disconnect too. I have a pacemaker, Lisa, actually. Crazy, I know. And I take heart medication. Yes, Sheba, that's what looking back on like that's what I always had to do and that's why I was explaining that conversation about when I was 18, I never even dealt with that. Like it was just expected to like, I was raised with the brush it off, you're fine. We don't talk about that shit. My grandfather was a radio man in the Navy, and then he was a telegrapher for BNSF, so a railroader my entire life, and he was like the most influential man in my life, I guess you would say. My dad was a dairy farmer and like tough as freaking nails. That man is still an ox at 70 years old. Like that man is just tough as nails. And my mom was struggling but refusing to talk about it. So we just never had those conversations. And then, now I'm looking back and I'm like, oh my gosh, like these conversations have been so important with my own children and them understanding kids around them and like other kids, like identifying that other kids are struggling too. It's just, if you don't have these conversations, how are we expecting things to change? Does that make sense? I guess is what I'm getting at. What are you guys doing in the comments over here? See, I never catch up. Oh, why is that so slow? Oh, Safari, I love that. Yes, absolutely, Nanya. I think that would be great. Yeah, would you guys like to would you want to do a phone call, like one of those number things? I mean, we could figure out the best way of doing it so they don't even have to come up in the box if they don't want to. So they could just call in anonymously on a line too. We could do something like that maybe. I'm totally game with that. There's just got to be something here that we've got to find something that we can find positive in the chaos, if that makes sense too. Like there are so many people that are being affected on so many different levels that we've got to start really protecting those around us, and there's lines that I will draw continually over here. Like I'm not going to come out here and accuse people of shit. That's going to, by me accusing people of stuff, it continues to put my family in danger. Do you see what I'm saying? Like me coming out here and throwing accusations or fighting with certain people or continuing to like throw shade just continues to get their game to amp up. So there's certain times when I have to draw back, but even other people who are creating content around me, I have to segregate myself from them when they are throwing that stuff out there because it's still my family at the end of the day they're coming at. I mean, mine on top of a bunch of others. But if I didn't say it, like I'm very careful of what I say for a reason. Bye, Amethyst. See you later. I mean, I'll like talk to you in 3 minutes after this is over. that's that's the case. Oh, shopaholic. Oh. Oh, you guys are in some deep conversations, generational curses. And trauma cycles and trauma bonding. Like that's the other thing too, is a lot of people are trauma bonding, which can be very healthy in certain ways, as long as you are able to identify your own traumas and still make your own mental health a priority before putting everybody before you. You always have to remember that when you're trying to help somebody else, if you're not refilling your own cup, you can't refill somebody else's. Haley, I don't have, these aren't really stretchy. These are, you want to know something funny? Uh-oh, hold on. I've probably had these jeans for 15 years, but they're like super stretchy. They're super stretchy. So they're not very far off from leggings. But they're amazing. They're silvers, I think is what they are. I just freaking love them. I'm very short, so I can, like, these are crops anyways. There's my ankle. But they're in such good shape because I never wear them. I've been the same. Like, I fluctuate weight really majorly too with health issues. So I know, Safari. Oh, I bet. Hey, MGL, look it. We're winning over here. I've got a bodysuit on, jeans, and a belt, and I still am okay. Okay, I took it a different direction. We all got to laugh because this shit's getting heavy. I'm sorry I did this to you guys again today. 2 days in a row I've done you. I've screwed you up. If you're new here, I'm an asshole, and we have a fupa cam for a reason, because they kept sending their haters to me saying that I was putting filters on, and I was editing what I actually looked like, and I'm like, what the hell are you people talking about? Like, what? So then it became, okay, fine, I'm gonna show my fupa and all. And it just became a fucking joke. So then we're like, Beefergs was like, fupa cam. Oh, you guys are too cute. Thank you. You guys are funny. I still wear a shirt. I tie a shirt around my waist all the time. My grandpa used to make fun of me all the time because I was the true, like, insert. Anybody else do the inside out sweatshirt thing forever? The inside out sweatshirts that tied around your waist. Why? Safari. Oh, I'm not your friend. Oh, I'm not your friend. Yeah. I'm sorry. It is very, like, genetics play a huge role in stuff too. And that's what a lot of people forget. And so, a lot of our parents are from the generation that things weren't talked about. They weren't addressed. Some people, it's a cultural thing. Some people, it's a religion thing. I mean, there's just a lot of, we've got to break those cycles. You guys are all too cute. Thank you. I live in leggings. I know. That's why it's a huge thing over here, Purple Nights, because I never have pants on. They said I used a filter. Yes. I kept getting messages to my inbox mocking me, or like all of this craziness. It's just been wild. It's so wild. I don't understand why other women are so obsessed. Like, well, you notice too. Okay, so I don't have a criminal record. I told you guys that, and I don't care if you do have a criminal record. Don't give a shit. Not my day to care. I don't even care if Molly does. That's her own deal. But what I'm getting at with that is, because they didn't have that to throw against me and be like, oh, she's done this. So then they went to my financials, because I have made fucking mistakes a ton in my life there. But not that I want to, just life in general. We've all been there. But those guys sit there, and you realize all that shade she was throwing at me as Betty's sitting over there. Liz done a lot. Hey, Liz, thank you. Done a lot of that shit. I was laughing so hard because the irony, like, Betty didn't want her to hear like all this shit she was talking, because poor Betty's been in the same spots. It's ironic. And you can't help but laugh about some of it because they throw so much shade at each other that it becomes funny. Thank you so much, Liz. You didn't need to do that, but I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Hell yeah. We always say that the dress code over here is leggings, a hoodie, and a crowbar. Yeah, Darby, that's why I did. You guys, a lot of you guys probably thought I was just fucking nuts for the longest time, which I can be. But that's why we did like the 6-pack of all of them from the backside because they all kept making fun of me and saying all sorts of weird stuff. So I literally took a picture of my backside and put it in a lineup with all of them. And I was like, pick me. Which one am I? And then it was like my selfies, I would cut my head off or I would post my hand. I posted my hand one time and it sent them on a blaze. They actually did videos comparing my hands to other creators. I posted my foot. We've been assholes over here. Oh yeah, Quartz, always, always. Ooh, Lorraine, are you tall? I'm too short for bell bottoms, but I love them. Nanya went and got her walk. Nanya, you want to come up? Sorry, I'll give you a link. I always forget. You even told me that before, and here I am still just yakking away. There you go. Yes, black nails are tacky, I know. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I love burnt toast. Yeah, the funny thing is, Tribal Gal, is I don't really ever even talk about her. I've never really spoken about Betty, so it was really funny that she picked me out of all the people that she could have called. She picked me to call. I was like, and then she thought I felt special. No, I didn't feel special at all. I actually felt like I should take a shower afterwards. Like, weird. These people are weird.
Hey.
What you doing?
Hey, everybody. Just chilling, just chilling. I was telling Shopaholic, so I haven't gone out like walking in probably like a month now. Like, I think I went once over the last month since we moved. And so today I got all ambitious and I was like, I'm going to go do my 2 miles. And so I went on my lunchtime and I walked and I got back home and I was like, my legs are on fire and they're all tingly right now. And I'm like, probably wasn't the best move, Jennifer, to go that far. Like, maybe just, ease yourself into it, like a little foreplay of walking for yourself, I don't know.
It's okay.
Hey, Bridget. Hey, Navy. Hey, Gumby. Hey, Queen Bella. Wish I could just go to my mailbox. It'd be below zero. Oh, listen. Well, I mean, it's raining here, but I didn't care. I put on 3, and then that made it worse. I put on 3 layers in case it rained. Then it didn't rain, but then I was so hot. I was like, oh, gosh. I need to go home and take a shower.
Peg says, I went through bell bottoms for real the first time they were in fashion. I've got a whole album. I need to get this tote down this weekend so I can show you guys this. But I have my mom's senior pictures from the 70s when she was in feather boa, like a feather boa. Oh my God, that was gorgeous. But looking back at those pictures, just like she must have been like the fashion trends are so similar today to back then. It's wild.
Thanks, Shopaholic. Thanks. Shopaholic keeps me walking. She just did a 5K, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was a 5K. She just did a 5K. So I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get on her level. I'm not there yet. But and mind you, up until maybe like 3-4 months ago, I never walked. And it's been amazing for my own mental health, just
touching grass.
Yes, touching grass is so important. So,
and it's
I know. Look, everybody's like, well, if it wasn't negative 132 degrees where I live, I could go out and walk.
That's me. I barely walk. Like, I'm outside. I take 2 puffs off of a cigarette and come back inside because I'm so cold. I do terrible with winter. And it's the older I get, we all need to just find the island of, it's got to be at least like 70 degrees and above. Okay.
There you go. Yeah. Yes, Kathy, I am at 4:30. I think I may actually, um, I think I may steal my idea back out of the comments and take it to my page.
What are you gonna do? What was your comment?
So my idea was, because people had like everybody has a story and a journey that they've
Oh,
gone
yeah,
on,
yeah,
right?
do it. Do it.
And my idea was to have them email it in so that like it's completely anonymous and so you can read it.
Right.
Also it kind of detaches a little because some people's stories can be very heavy and triggering and
Mhm.
all that stuff. So to be able to like read it and share their story and share their triumphs and their rough times or whatever with with the rest of the islanders.
Do it.
um
I'm
I
here
think that
for
would
it.
be really awesome
Yeah,
and hopefully encourage others.
yeah, I'm here for it. That would be great for you to do that. I would love that for you to do that.
Yeah.
I think too, I think it would be great for you to eventually venture out and do like a chat line if they wanted to come on, or, depending on if they wanted to be fully anonymous, if they want to come up in a box, because some people own their stories and want to tell them themselves, and are okay with it. And
Yeah.
just kind of giving people the option too. I think that would be great. I think that there's a lot of things that we can do. Like there's a lot of channels out here that really have good intentions.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we need to get a couple. I need other creators to help me figure out how to promote other channels to help them hit their. I don't know how to do this. So LG, we need you need to get your numbers up there.
Where is she at? So the hard part is like you just have to set a goal. Like, if she has like 15 subs right now and you're trying to get her to 1,000, like, not that we can't try, but that's a
It's
big
hard.
jump. But like just yeah, to give her a start, like, okay, she's at 100, let's get her to 200. Yeah, sure, let's go.
And all everybody, like, I don't want it to be like just people over here that we promote or whatever. That's why I tried to do the clip channel thing and like pull channels from all over or whatever. But I love what Queen Bee does. Queen Bee will play clips, but she refuses to play the full thing and says, go over there, give them a view, give them a thumbs up. And she also encourages people to like to help these channels build, to put their content on like and just let it play. If you don't even have time to watch it, just set it there so they can get their watch hours too, because they also have to get watch hours. And I was like, that's a really good idea. That's a really
Yeah.
so because there's so many people that are trying to grow and they do have great missions and they do have like a voice that they are willing to share. It's just really hard to get that. It's really hard, I'm realizing. Another good one that I want to plug right quick before I let you talk. Everything Go Lightly. Y'all, that channel.
Oh my God. Did you see the premiere? Well, I caught the premiere before I fell asleep last night. It was so late at night. But
Oh
did you see the video from last night?
no, I haven't watched anything today.
Oh my God. Listen, if you need a laugh, you need to go to that channel. That channel is their videos are freaking hilarious. And it's not, I mean, they sometimes they're long, but you can hang through like that. That's probably the only place I can watch like hour-long videos
No cash.
because they are hilarious.
Cash says Molly Go Lightly. No, no.
Oh God, no.
Everything Go Lightly. Everything. I don't even promote Molly in my channel titles 99% of the time. That's the funny thing. And I also hear people saying that, and I've got to address that. I have heard so many people say, like, tell other channels, make sure that you put their names in the titles, do all this stuff. I've never done that. I mean, I did for a few. I did a few hashtags. Yes, when the trending topic was going on, but you don't have to do that. Don't be like these people. You don't have to do all of that. You still will get in the algorithm. Like when things are shown, you don't have to do all that. So you can
Yeah.
start on the attention
Queen
that.
Bella had a good idea too to maybe we can make a post on our community wall of the different channels, kind of like we did when we
Oh,
were going over our favorite clip channels. Well, you did. But maybe something like that where the channels that like, we're
mhm.
trying to help them get their subs up and stuff like that. That like not my channel, Nana. You don't have to post my channel. I like it small. Well, no, I don't. Never mind. Anyways, but they maybe we can just post on the community wall. Hey Ash, Miss Leah, I've seen her in here and I know she's been really really sick this week, so I wanted to send some positive vibes to Miss Leah and I hope you're still here and I hope you are
Yes.
feeling much better.
Y'all, I've been, and I have to apologize too. There's many of you that have messaged me this week, and I have not gotten back to you or my email. I mentally am tapped out this week. I will be the first to say it. I was telling you guys that I'm emotionally and mentally just drained right now. So I will get back to you, I promise. But unless it's like a 911, give me a little bit. I suck at it normally, but I'm really sucking right now.
Absolutely not Boston. Again, if you want somebody to make you laugh, well, my own personal suggestion personally is Bridget, because she
Oh
doesn't
my
go live. Like, don't
God.
be looking for her and be like, "Where are you, Bridget? I need you here every day of the week." Like, no.
Well, pause. Speaking of Bridget, and you might want to leave because you're about to get real mad at me. And this
Oh,
is nothing that she's ever talked about here. And she's going to say hell no to the no. But please save your super chat money. Do not send it to me. Don't join memberships. If you have extra that you are willing to help somebody else out with, we have people in our community that can barely afford their own medications for real
absolutely.
needs. Bridget would be one of them. And I highly encourage you, please don't send them my way. Please go give her some love on her Cash App and help her out. If you are willing to help somebody, that would be amazing, because she is somebody who absolutely comes out here and makes people laugh on a daily basis, tries to lighten the mood, tries to bring people happiness, she always is uplifting everybody else, from her community posts to her little short videos that she's doing. She's checking on everybody else, doing something for everybody else every single day. And that is a genuine, she would never ask. I've seen it time and time.
Never,
She would never
never.
single. So I'm saying, please don't send it here, send it there. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say. Now,
And I will add to that in case she doesn't go live, you can always look in the description of her page. Her Cash App and her PayPal both are there. And again, she's not a person who, I mean, she'll joke about, whatever, but
yes,
she likes to say, please tip the entertainment, because she does provide entertainment. She
yes,
really does. So that Beefergs just posted her page.
yes.
But that's definitely, she is I would not, I know she hates when
She's
people
going
do
to be
that,
for this.
but she is probably the one and only person. Like, you see people ask for things all the time, help me pay for my whatever the case may be, legal fees, help me pay for my trip to Mexico, help me pay for this Tom Ford bag, like, help me buy all these things to make me happy and give me this great life that you may not have. And here's Bridget, who is actually, and again, I know she has medical coverage, I know that she's provided for, but actually she literally cannot work due
Yeah,
to her own issues, and she talks about that on her page, so I don't want to take that away from her. But here's somebody who actually could use the community's help, and instead they've, never mind.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, she provides a smile. So at the
Even
very least, if you can't afford it, totally fine, not a
give
problem at
her a
all.
sub and a thumbs up. Go harder videos. Do something,
Yes,
like
help
that's
her
what,
in the algorithm.
and there's many other people that are doing, going through hard times too. And that's the thing, is we've got to uplift each other, try to help each other out, because it takes a village. It takes a fucking village at times. And again, she would never, like, I'm serious. I'm going to be on the dog shit list right now, but it's worth it to me to be on the dog shit list, because these are real people going through real shit who deserve to, they do so much for other people without even realizing it, that
Yeah.
they deserve the love and kindness back. And I think we get so caught up in the drama and the bullshit and trying to pay people for fucking the craziest shit. We
To read a comment.
shit, but real life things we scoff at. Like, what?
Yeah. Yes, Cash. BGB. Boston Girl Bridget. Her link is up above.
Yeah.
Not
Cash
PHP.
is Cash is trolling us. I love it though. Cash is great. Cash
I
is like,
did not.
I'm gonna give you guys mental exhaustion over here.
Rapper's over there trying to figure out
Jersey,
how he can get
Jersey,
into Molly's baloney right now.
and don't feel like you have to. I really just had to say that. I honestly, like, you're welcome. Don't thank
Yeah.
me at all.
And
Like,
again,
just,
I think I wish that people understood that supporting a page does not just have to be financial. If you can't afford to give anything, that's completely understandable. A like is free.
Yeah.
Subbing to a page is free. Watching a video to give somebody a view, that's free. Commenting on a video, hell, some people will even take the thumbs down on a video. That still helps them in the algorithm to an extent. So, please don't feel like that at
Yeah.
all.
There's so many ways that you can also words of encouragement to other people, like stopping by and just saying, and I'm terrible about it because I just get in like tunnel vision and I'll watch something and then I forget to comment or hit the thumbs up button myself. I know people get busy and this is just reality of life, but slowing down and trying to like just hey, you look beautiful today or something,
Yeah.
you never know what somebody's going through in their day. And yeah, there's shit people out here that I'll never be kind to. Never, because I was kind to them once before and they pissed on my kindness and that's all you get. I'm done. So yes, you will see me be quite a bitch to a lot of people, but there's some people that you'll never see me be that way to because they have always been kind.
Yeah. Yeah. So Was That Justice has a question. I am in the camp that they should not have a platform, but there are so many that just want them to continue to put out content for them to laugh at. What do we do?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, again, I'm not for cancel culture personally.
Me neither.
Because as you can see, and I'm going to use this as an example, so those of you can just piss off, but Michelle, for instance, she's off the platform, right? So she lost her channel, which that's ideally what a lot of people would like to see happen there, but it doesn't really stop it. So, it's hard because I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a clear-cut answer as for that right now. We've got to try and continue to spread the truth. We've got to continue to try and figure out a way to stop being just voices behind screens and be heard by people that actually can help make change. Lawmakers, legislature, and these people are pushing serious situations too far. So standing up for what's right. If they call you, put it out front. Stop taking their shit. Standing united together as one. And even if we have disagreements over small shit, there's people I will never, will never be a part of my team because their intentions have been wrong all along. They've only switched sides because it's the right thing to do or too many eyes are over there. So for the most part, standing together, standing united against this stuff and continuing to talk about it, continuing to call it out and say it's not okay is the best option at this point in time. But we've also got to we got to stop talking about it and make traction in something. So what are those action steps going to be? I'm not quite sure. That's what a bunch of us have been talking about recently of where do we go from here? What are the action steps going to look like? It's been mentioned about, sorry, I'm on a tangent. It's been mentioned about a petition previously, and petitions are amazing, right? They can really do something, but you have to have action steps. You have to have follow through. You have to have a complete plan of action and somebody that is willing to take that on and really drive it home. And it's got to be done in so many different ways to make an impact. Yeah, you can say a number is on a thing, but that doesn't mean anything at that point. You've got to really have follow through. So that's where we're at. I don't have a clear-cut answer, but I think we're getting closer.
Yeah, I think petitions are a start. So to me personally, what I do is the first thing that I do is if I see that a page is using, just using it for content instead of, like actually wanting to make a change. Like I'm very, very choosy on who I give my sub to, right? Because that is the power that I have as a viewer, not as a creator, but as a viewer. And so to me, and it doesn't mean like, oh, Bridget made me mad today, so I'm taking away my sub from her. Like, no, I mean, really, she may not even care. So who cares, But to me, people mess up, people make mistakes, right? But if I see this pattern is established for me, I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to go looking for somebody who is like minded and has the overall cause. And people mess up all the time. If they own it, and they don't do that again, like that's what I'm looking for. But if they own it today and they're so apologetic today, and then tomorrow they do the same exact thing over and over and over and over, repeat it, repeat, like wash, rinse, and repeat is what we hear all the time in the comments.
Mhm.
That's the person. Like, I'm okay. I'm gonna give you, and nonsense will tell you. Like, I have so much hope that people, and I have had for months, hope that people would own the stuff that they've done, hope that people would turn it around and really do, like, you can say you're about a mission till you're blue in the face, but if your actions tell me you're just about content, clicks, views, and money, then that's different. Like, your actions and your words aren't lining up, I'm out. I
Yeah.
don't give them the views. I won't go. Now, I will watch the hell out of some clip channels. I'll give the clip channels a view. I'm not going to lie about that. I do, but I don't give them my view. And even 30 seconds on a video is considered a view for them.
Yeah.
So I don't do that. I don't give them the sub. I don't give them a thumbs up. I don't give them a thumbs down. I try not to, I promote those who we recently kind of have found Queen Bee, right? And she seems very well aligned with she wants to work with as many creators and subs as she can
I love her
to
attitude.
actually get this to the point where it's not just, what does a petition really do?
Yeah.
The change.org things, like, I know you guys have seen them before. Somebody sent me one the other day for somebody else, right? The change.org is nice, but all you have is signatures at that point. If you don't take those signatures and take it to your local assembly members, Congress members, any Senate members, anything like that, then it means nothing. You collected all those signatures for nothing. And I'm not collecting signatures unless I know we are prepared. We are educated enough. We have somebody on the team that has done enough research to say, here's a packet that we have. We're going to send this out. We're going to send this all of the representatives throughout the country, or in the state that I'm in, I'm sending it to my representatives in my district. And nonsense may say, I'm sending it to my representatives. And you guys may say, again, it doesn't cost you anything, right? You go, you digitally download this file, you print it out, and you go and you drop it off at your senator's office. Doesn't cost you anything to do that, but it helps that cause. That's what I'm looking to be aligned with.
Yeah. And also too, when we do things like that, like packets like that, we've got to be very selective of what we're putting into stuff like that, because people get caught up out here and think that drama is important details to legal people, to law enforcement, to state representatives. They don't care about that shit. They want to know what is happening and who is it affecting. Like that, they want to see behavior and the impacts. And like, we've got to be very choosy about what we put in there too, and what we direct our efforts towards, because there's a lot of people out here saying that they're helping or hoping to make change, right? That they're working for change, but then they're doing shit like going to they're making parodies about situations that are very serious situations and have impacts on lives at the time. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not helping anything. It's a distraction from the reality of how problematic this actually fucking is. Truth be told. So we've got to stop being okay with nonsense because they claim to be on this side of things and they want to see a change. So we're willing to overlook certain things here, but yet we're going to continue to call it out over here. No, wrong is wrong. I don't give a fuck who's doing it. It is not okay. Like, this shit isn't a game anymore. This shit is affecting real people and real lives. Like Queen Bee was sitting there talking about that, Quentin Simon, about the hospice patient. Like, think about that. The
Right.
child with autism in the house and hearing the constant screaming going on. Like, we have really got to be mindful. Like, there are some very intelligent people in this comment section, let me tell you. Extremely intelligent, extremely well-rounded, intelligent people that have offered to help. Like, I have people that are willing to help write documents, and we need a direction to go. Somebody else mentioned a peaceful protest outside Molly's house because they love it so much. I was like, well, I'm across the country, so I'm not good on that. But hey,
I mean, but even then, what good does that do? It doesn't
it
change
doesn't.
the laws. It
No,
doesn't take her off the internet, and it makes her the victim so that she can cry, look at what these haters are making them do. They all want to go down on me. Like, what is the point of that? Even
but that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying is those things, like, yes, that's how frustrated people are. That's how
Mhm.
desperate people are for change, that they're willing to go out there and stand out there because they're so sick of them doing it to other people. So we've got to rein that emotion in and think, how can we use that emotion and that energy to put it to things that they cannot continue to exploit? She would milk that for all it's worth. Are you kidding me? That would be her heyday.
Yeah.
Her town would probably like to run her out. Oh, thank you for becoming a member. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at this. I keep saying it wrong. Jolie. Southbound.
Joe LeBlanc and Southbound Train.
And
I feel like you got to say that with the country accent.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it all one? Is it two? What am I doing here? Yeah.
Get you a southbound train down there in the south.
Yes. I think, it's so bad because, people are frustrated. Like they are frustrated, and you're seeing like an
Yeah.
overpouring of emotion because a lot of these people have dealt with this for years and they've felt so unheard for years. Like Queen Bella or Queen Bee, Queen Bella. I'm looking here. Queen Bee, I had no idea that she has been around. I mean, I don't know a lot of creators out here, obviously, but I didn't know she knew all these people, they had been around and all this stuff. Like the history that I'm learning still today is shocking. Shocking listening to the other creators, and because everybody's got a different experience. And then Betty, I thought Molly was problematic. Holy shit.
Yeah, we've never even focused on her, spoke on her like that. Like none of them. Like like you really had a specific thing you were talking about from the get.
That is
And now, now it's like you see all this stuff, and I mean, Burnt Toast has so much stuff on her page that I kind of went through a little bit last night, but I was like, wow, like how, Sway?
cat eyes, and that's exactly where people are at. Ugh. Spivey, yes.
Me too, Bridget.
Documenting it. Yes. And see, that's what people are like, nobody knows exactly what to do, where to. Yeah, terms of service. How do we get YouTube to start enforcing their terms of service? They always say, well, you're breaking terms of service too. I don't care. Take my channel down then. If I'm breaking terms of service, so be it. Then whatever. I deserve to follow the rules too. I don't read them. I set my own rules at times. But I don't even know how to operate YouTube. Speaking of YouTube. It's at 75.9% finally.
Where's Mocus? We miss you so much, Mocus. I'm so happy to see you here today. Thank you for coming out of the bushes. She gifted some memberships, it looks like.
How does that even work? It doesn't even show anything on StreamYard.
It won't show you. It only shows you have to go on your phone and look.
Oh shit, Mocus, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's really hard to say exactly what it's going to take, but it's going to take power voices,
Yeah.
Yes, K-Mash, you can email me at nonsenseondaweb@gmail.com.
Yes, Bridget. Yes, she does. It's but not live. I don't think you've gone live on Facebook. Hey, we got to talk to Rabbit though and find out she's actually able to connect the two. She can do one live, and it's a live on Facebook and live on YouTube at the same time.
I think there was that option. I just never. I don't do anything with my Facebook page really. I do, but I don't.
Yeah, but no, me personally, Boston, this YouTube streets are a little crazier than I'm used to. Facebook wasn't like this for me or my experiences, so I'd be okay if we went back to Facebook.
Thank you, Mocus. Not for nothing. I don't think you can pick. I think it goes to random, and I think you have to do something to allow it to pick too. I don't know
Yeah.
all of the ins and outs. I've never been gifted one because I obviously don't know shit about this. I don't even know how to find my iPhone link. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm still sucking at that. I still have not found it. I was able to join my own memberships on my laptop.
Yeah, Elle actually has been posting. She has this whole like little step she got to do for iPhone to be able to do like the membership sign up stuff. And then yes, in order to be gifted a membership, you have to actually like tell YouTube that it's okay to gift you a membership when the gifts are given out. And if you don't, then it'll skip and go on to the next person. So,
Yeah, it's random. It's random for sure. I don't even think you can go back into your settings and gift them. Like, I
yeah.
don't think that I can go in and pick people to give them to member, like pick people to,
No.
I don't think creators can do that. It's really weird. I don't
Yeah, no,
understand.
you have to you can go. I mean, you could go in and like basically you buy the memberships and then like almost kind of like a sending a cash app kind of, but you buy the memberships and then and YouTube does its own thing and it just like it says, like let's say I do it, the Good Nunya has gifted 5 memberships and then it just gives out to the next 5 people randomly that you do have to comment though. I've never seen it give it to anybody who has not commented. So that's possible.
I'm not your friend. Yeah, I have known a lot of people from Facebook for years, years and years. I've been around for quite some time. I was never really a part of like one specific community. I just kind of hung out in a lot of different ones. I wasn't super
Look
active.
at everybody. No, don't go back to Facebook. I don't like Facebook. I don't got a Facebook. I don't want to go to Facebook.
I
Leave us
have
on YouTube. I just was saying Nunya's preference. That's all. Well, good. Listen, lucky for you guys, Nonsense does not listen to me.
no
So
cat.
that's how it works.
Yeah, no. I'm like, Facebook is great. I love Facebook because you can have music and stuff if you speed it up. You like I know how to operate Facebook really well.
Yeah.
Um and
No,
I
Cash. If you get gifted a membership, it's good for 30 days, and then after that, it'll just fall off.
it'll just go away. Yeah,
Yeah, it
because
doesn't mean it's going to charge you anything or anything like that. It doesn't obligate you to paying for it. Nothing like that. It's just a gifted free 30 days. So
can you cancel a gifted membership like if you accidentally get one and you actually are one of my haters, not somebody
no,
to be
no,
hating?
you shouldn't have been commenting on the post on the page when it got gifted. Then,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes, Austin agreed. Yes, just please be safe on here. And she is
yeah.
an OG that is telling you from experience, just be safe. Like there's so many things. Yeah.
Hey, squirrel.
See, you guys all know this shit.
I
Yeah,
haven't watched that.
here's the thing, you guys are allowed your feelings on like cancel. I understand that a lot of you are frustrated and sick of all of this shit. You guys are entitled to your opinions, your feelings. My opinions are not for everybody. That is, I am not saying that I am the end all be all on what we should do because I have no fucking clue, obviously.
Look at Just Facts. I feel like every time I see Just Facts anywhere, like I want to like fist pump my chest and put it up in the air. I don't know why, but Just Facts comes with like
Knowledge,
oh, there are beasts in the comments with common sense.
wisdom, knowledge. OG definitely feels like.
Hey, 3.Dave.
Uh, Hey,
Membership.
pumpkin before. Thank you. I went with Horror Red in Molly's honor.
Okay, Bridget, lay down. Hope it passes.
Feel better, dear.
With Donna in Texas earlier today, I was in a live, and I just happened to see her name right now. I was in a live, and I was like, "Well, that just went left," and she's like, "Yeah, just wait a second. We'll be talking about campfires." And that's not even what the live was about. The live was about something totally different, and it went left. And I was like, well, that just went left. She's like, yeah, just wait. We'll be talking about cash, campfires. We'll be over here, over there. I was like, okay, thanks, LaDonna.
I know. I felt bad coming on here today too because I didn't have like a direct like this is what I want to do with this time. Normally I'm pretty focused like this is what I want to accomplish. We go south a lot. But we still usually get a main point across and today I was like I have nothing. Like I just need to speak, I think, like and just this is what I'm feeling and leave it open ended. Those chats are the funnest though to me. Like
yeah,
the open-ended, like, where you don't really have a specific direction in this chat, because the people over here are just incredible. Like, I cannot say enough about this chat. This chat has been there for each other like nothing else I've ever seen.
I vote. My vote is this, Bridget. I think you're still listening. So my vote is this. I vote. You know, a while ago there was a promised dragging of nonsense, even though it was a
Oh,
mistake. But there was a promised dragging, and I vote that since she just put all that out there today for you, and you don't like that to
told me.
happen, I vote there's a dragging coming. That's all I'm gonna say.
I would let Bridget drag me from one side to the other. I would be honored to. I know, like when she first said that, I was like, "Oh shit, what the hell did I do to her?" And then because I was like, "I really like her, but what the fuck did I do?" And so I was just like, "Okay, just exit away, walk away." But then when she said, "I'm so sorry," I was like, "Oh, thank God, it was a mistake. It was a mistake." But I was so excited when she said she was gonna drag me because I was like, she can drag a bitch like
Yeah,
that.
she can drag a
Like
bitch,
that'll be good.
and it's all just words, and it is hilarious. Like, I don't even know how her mind comes
I
up with, like, she is like her a clapback queen, but like her
know.
mind just like can instantly just come up with it. She truly has a gift for sure.
Does. She's hysterical too. Like it would be an honor. Like I don't ever want to be on the side of the bad dragging, but it would be an honor to be roasted. Like it would be. Oh, and by the way, I said this earlier to make it mobster. I don't think she saw it though. But I vote for a round 2 pig roast and either Never Have I Ever Molly Go Lightly second edition, or we introduce Never Have I Ever Boss Baby edition. We gotta do
I actually one I think I actually asked for it, but I want to do a Never Have I Ever Laura edition.
Oh yeah,
I have been seeing, since being on MM's page, I've seen a lot of like little things,
yeah.
and I'm like,
I've never watched her ever. The only time I've ever seen her is over on their channels, like when they
yeah.
do clips. She's never came up in my algorithm, not once. Maybe she has me blocked. I don't know. She's never like nothing. I've never seen anything from her, but I would love to see that because the OGs are
Yeah. I think that the two of them could give us more than enough. More than enough. Like, we could go for hours with them. So I'm completely good with it. Happy, happy, happy. I agree. Sorry, I didn't get to respond to your message.
I don't even know her at all, but it would be funny as hell because just the shit I've heard and how they imitate her voice is hysterical. What I've seen from her is she is kind of like Spanky in the way of like super monotone. You've really got to be into that type of thing to be able to deal with that voice and that tone, and that's just not me. That yeah. Everybody, oh, you know how many people, oh, should I be the typical creator? Oh my God, why are you guys promoting her channel? Do not drop another channel name in my chat. What are you guys thinking? Why are you promoting another channel in my chat?
Go away, haters.
See, we have a lot of OGs. I wouldn't be able to, we got to do that on somebody's panel though. We've got to do that. There are so many things. Okay, that's something that's keeping it on the internet too. People were really upset about that post, like that roasting, and I'm like, the fuck? They go real life and touch people's real lives on a daily basis and affect people's real lives. We're using their behaviors to roast their asses over the internet on shit that they've actually done. So if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen. You can roast me all you want. I'm just not going to watch it because I don't give a fuck. You do it on a daily basis, and I still don't care.
Yeah.
Queen Bee would be good to watch her.
Kick Rock said, "Love Bridget. She's funny and don't think I could hate her even if she dragged me."
Right? I know. That's what
exactly.
I'm saying. Queen Bee, I bet could drag a bitch too, though. Like that.
Oh, maybe she'd be willing to join us for that episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
I would look at. And that's what people. I always. Just so you guys know too, if you guys do invite me on panels, the only reason why I always decline is usually I'm in bed super early. I have kids around all the time. Well, right now they're hanging out with the older one, but I am not a really good multi-panel. I always feel like I'm rude or interrupting somebody, and there's always so many people that want to get on these panels that I feel my voice is heard so much that I don't really have much imperative to say to people. So I always decline because I always just feel bad like taking somebody else's spot. It's nothing against the creators at all. Like I feel honored when they invite me. It's just a weird thing with me. It's weird with me, but I am totally cool with anybody coming here anytime. You can come up, hang out, whatever. I'm awkward. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Starry Night, I don't hate the idea. I just have to I gotta toss it around. And then Three Dot Dave, just so you know, there's not a specific subject that we're discussing today. We're just hanging out and talking.
My favorite lives are like when you Amethyst come up, when Makeup Mobster, Alicia, Pugs were here. That was a Navy. That was a blast. When Navy comes up, I miss Navy coming up. Navy comes up, that's a blast. I love hanging out with the other people. Yeah, big panels are really hard when people talk over each other. That's why I like them over here, though. Well, Queen Bees is pretty organized too. They try to give each other room too, it seems like.
Yeah, I don't think that they really talk over each other much. I was actually pretty surprised. I think we had like at one point in time we had like maybe six people on panel together that night.
Oh, really?
And everybody was super duper what? T Kelly, I would never. I just didn't see the comment. But everybody is super duper like they were very conscious of like, oh no, go ahead. So that everybody got a chance. Hey, Army wife, how's your son doing?
You guys are so goofy they're all afraid. They're like, no, because her name Queen
Kick
Bee.
Rock said, I like Queen Bee. She seems very real, but kind of scares me.
I love her. I love the real bitches though. Like, well, and I'm not calling her a bitch. I love her because instantly I was watching her replay the other day and she said something like thug or something right after playing that clip. And that's what my whole thing was. Oh, so gangster. Like, here we go. I died laughing though, because I was like, she had the same reaction I did to it. I was just cracking up. I was like, this is great. Yeah,
Sammy, I seen that. And I didn't even know the guy at all. So Sammy was telling you a story. He said a guy in another community was sick. Everyone knew he had days left, and he came on panel, and Bridget had him laughing. He passed away 4 days later, but she did it so elegantly. Like he was even like he could barely laugh, but he was even laughing. And to know that like that was like his farewell to the community was amazing to me. Like again, I don't even know who he was, but I did see the video of her on panel, and I was like, "That's amazing."
Oh.
That's
I saw her post after that, and yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's walked the plank. I've heard that about her too, that she has really reached out and done a lot. Like that's the one thing I will say is we have been very lucky and very fortunate over here. I think with the creators that have found their way over here and have became part of the island with us, as it built. They were a part of the foundation, really. But they have all been big fixtures in some way, shape, or form. But one thing that is a common theme with most of the people, like the creators that surround themselves over here, is everybody has something good to say about them. They have something, that they've done for other people, or something good that they've offered to the community or done for other people, in the community. Emotionally helping them through grief, whatever the process may be. There's some really good people here.
Oh, Army wife, I'm so happy to hear that. So she said her son is healing day by day, and he's clot free as of right now.
That's so good to hear, Army wife. You've been going through it. This is, and that's the other thing. It's winter. Seasonal depression is so much higher right now, so much higher than normal. So you have seasonal depression on top of like, this is a lot of people's outlet. It gets to be.
Sarah, we haven't spoke to anybody like that, but I will say I know as of yesterday on Queen Bee's panel she was. I don't know any updates for today though. Hey Ems, TGIF, yes ma'am.
Kick rocks. I love
the next time I go on her panel, Kick Rocks, I'm gonna be like, can you tell Kick Rocks to just hush in a real stern tone? Yeah, we don't have any we don't have any beef with that. B Ferg said they're not even going on they're not even she doesn't have met, ish talking in the comments. She doesn't even have to go on a panel. Did you think Don Wells' phone call into the lab last night newsworthy? I have not seen it, and honestly, we're newer to YouTube, so I don't know. I know bits and pieces of their story for their daughter, but I don't know all of it. So I'm going to be honest and say no, I did not watch that. That I didn't watch him calling in at all. So sorry.
No, Cash, you're fine. There's a dog outside our
Cover
gate.
your mouth, lip reading.
I know. I was telling her, no, I'm not coming down there. There's a dog that's in our fenced in area, and she's trying to get the dog out. And she's like, should I give the dog treats? And I said, no, don't do that, because then the dog won't go home. Like, get it out of the gate, shut the gate. Don't give the dog treats to encourage. I have 3. I don't need more. But she wants to rescue everybody's dogs. No. She's terrible. If it was her, she would have every animal in the neighborhood that's ever been out without their leash. No, you're good. You're good. I would have shut my camera off. It would have been serious.
And listen, Cash, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm super fucking nosy. So I am that person that I will slow down. I will slow down the speed on a video, and then tell them I have it. I will write out the transcript word for word of what the person said.
You're so weird.
So weird. I'm nosy. Like, don't put me on mute. I want to know.
Hey, will you give me a Diet Coke? See, look, see, she'll just come tell you she's out of breath even because of this stupid dog. What the hell is that?
They gave me 2 more and then my molt.
Okay. Did you tell him what happened?
It wasn't her. So
Oh, it wasn't. Okay.
It was this though.
Right.
You try to bring home all the animals to him.
Well, the dog
so nosy, it's unreal. Me too. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm being honest. Just saying.
Not like me. He had her tail tucked in.
Do you hear her?
Back and forth trying to play. She's been out there for a long time. Looks like.
Yeah, she's trying to bring this.
She just had babies too.
Oh, no. You go on now. You're not getting another dog in the neighborhood. No, thank you. Goodbye.
We already have a small petting farm.
Yeah, exactly. Well, she just took my cat too.
Thanks, 3 Dave. Have a good one. The Ashley lady needs to get off here too, and to keep her story private too. I agree, Safari. I think she definitely should have, been shown support 100%. I agree with that. But I think that her story should have been saved until an investigation is over. Just personally, my own thing. We are up in the cheese, mate. That's right, Laura. It's all me.
I don't know who that is.
Who?
Ashley.
The Ashley lady?
Ashley Furniture. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wait, what?
Hi, Becca. I want to know where you got your wall hanging. The heart wall hanging, not the penis hanging.
Not the penis hanging. Which one?
She wanted the heart wall. The heart, the palette.
The palette.
Yeah.
Just some little random, I think it was a Saturday market. It was in the Tri-Cities, Washington. I don't remember exactly. I think it was the Pasco market, to be honest, during the summer, but I can't be 100% sure. It's been years. I've had it for years. Just get a palette, paint a heart on it, and then write love in the corner. Same thing. And then put mounts on the back.
Pretty much.
That's it. I'm not artistic at all. Somebody else could do that in 2 seconds. I have all sorts of Kyle's other helmet over there.
I didn't get how management at the Ashley store got to hear of it. Well, I'm sure that they got hundreds, if not thousands of calls, Saucy. I mean, just realistically with the purpose of it in the first point, T. Kelly, I will watch it as soon as this is over. And I will leave my comments on it, and you can delete my comments as soon as you see them. But I'll definitely watch it after this.
What?
Safari said she has a video, but it's a heavy video. But she has a video that she wanted me to take a look at. Queen Bee guy last night giving good advice, but kept asking her questions instead of silencing her. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, it's hard. She should be able to tell her story. Her story was brought here without her permission, without her even being able to. And I have a very torn stance. So I don't know. I don't subscribe to, like, I heard last night on Laura's live, she was saying that she was talking about it, and she was saying, like, yeah, what happened to the customer's always right? Well, the customer's always right was the policy back in about 1989. However, in 2023, nobody deserves verbal abuse. They just don't. And there was never any. I don't even know if you want to talk about this. We could totally move on if you want me to. There's just no accountability. Like last night, it came out that there was the delivery drivers were at the home trying to get in. Ring the doorbells, knocking, whatever they were doing, calling. Nobody answered because Molly was asleep, Betty was alive, and Walter had to go take the kid to school. Okay, well, those delivery drivers had other deliveries to make, but all right, whatever. And
Hold
then
I'm going to pull a clip for this because I've just got to address something now that this is being
okay.
talked about.
Sorry, I didn't.
No, I'm going to just pull this because this changed my opinion on a lot right here.
Okay.
So, give me a second.
And then the second part to it is they were parked in the driveway to, you knew when they got there and you actually let them inside as you were late letting them inside, that they were already behind on their schedule and that you would have to leave in a little bit. And then you turned around and you tell them to move their truck so that you can get out. But like, why wouldn't you, hey, before you park your truck here, let me pull my car out to the street while you guys unload? Like, I don't know. It just, but in the same sentence, I do not agree with everything that the gal did. Personally, it's just not my style. I think she could have, me personally, I wouldn't have fed into the energy that she was getting. Like, that takes too much out of you. And so I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna talk to this guy, and I understand she's recording, but hey, let's ignore her. Hey sir, here's a piece of paper and a pen. Please write down your number so I can get into your account. And I'm gonna completely ignore them and act. If she would have done that, there was nothing to record other than them acting a fool. But her feeding into it gave them this. I'm just not a fan of people who aren't victims being able to make themselves victims. So okay, go ahead.
Let this answer some of the questions. And the reason why I want to pull this is because this is from this morning. And what she says here is you can see how intentional this was. So that's why I'm going here. Again, this is under fair use content. This is based on my opinion only, on the facts that she put out here publicly. Again, fair use. So I will be pausing because you know how this goes. Anyways, this is not going to be very long, but I just want to play a certain portion of this so you guys can hear again.
Because you weren't part of my contacts, had somebody in my contacts reach out to me, the phone should have ring. I don't know, sometimes it gets finicky like that. But at night, and actually during the day too, that's why whenever you hear the phone ringing, it's usually somebody I know, because my phone will not ring. Messages do not come to me if you are not in people. Okay, they are evil. Finicky like that. I don't get notifications of those on my phone. If my computer's open and somebody's trying to get me through Messenger, yeah, it should
just bear with it. She gets into it in a second.
100 million tabs that are open to research, but hopefully I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I only watched I think the first 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes of it this morning. But it seemed like he was in better spirits. His brother's being laid to rest Thursday, and it's nice seeing him. It seems like the love and the support that everybody showed him really did help him. And I'm glad you guys all did that, because, sometimes when people are going through, these people on YouTube, they're not Christian people. Okay. They are evil. They are.
She's just going to start out talking a little bit, but she'll get into what I'm trying to point out here in a minute. And if you remember, she previously stated that if she had to go over, create some drama for a few days to get the heat off of Dolly's situation, she was going to do it. So this is what she's talking about to begin with, about Dolly's situation, and then she will branch further.
They are part of the Satan and the devil. I'm sorry, that's the way I feel about it. And whenever Dolly was down, they wanted to rear their ugly heads. The ones that are decent haters, right, didn't roll with it, gave him a break. But the ones that are just trash, just total trash on YouTube, can't let the man grieve. And I think that is just despicable. And anybody that supports that, I don't want your karma over here.
Okay, first and foremost, they don't give a fuck about anybody's grief process. That's been obvious. They are willing to stand out in front of people's houses who have just lost somebody and scream and holler. But okay, let her continue.
Like, seriously, I know it's got to be hurting coming from me, but I don't want your karma over here, because we have enough hate and horrible things going on in this world that we cover every single day, and we need more love. What we want over here is the lovers. We want the people that want to do good because it feels good. We want the people that do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, right? We did the right thing. When BK lost somebody that was perceived to be his family, such as what he said was his sister, I still have not been able to confirm that was his biological.
They care so much that they found it their need to confirm if it was his biologic sister or not. I mean, she's still stuck on this, and it's been past time, but okay, continue on.
Biological sister. But we gave him time to grieve. We gave him 2 weeks, never said anything to him, and actually came on my channel on a live and said, I'm not going to be engaging. He lost his sister. I'm not going there. And he couldn't even give Dolly that courtesy. And I find that disgusting. You expected that courtey from everybody else, but you're not willing to show it yourself. So that shows you who they are. It's always about the integrity of the person. A channel can still have integrity, but they don't. I don't even think they even understand what the definition of integrity is.
All right. So this is the woman who's speaking about integrity. Remember that.
Yeah, absolutely. They would have tore me up and down. That's what I said. Hypocrisy is ripe on the streets of YouTube, because if you just replaced her body with my body, and if you believe that these hate channels that are sticking up for her would stick up for me like that, then you are wrong. Because no matter what I do, they're going to find fault. And this proves it. I literally did nothing wrong, but explained very calmly, very respectfully what I witnessed and tried to help resolve. Everybody's like, oh, Andrew went in there. No, listen, do you think I just went in there by myself? Marissa drove the car. We talked about what we were going to do when we got in there.
Did you hear that loud and clear? We talked about what we were going to do. They had a plan. Again, tell me how this wasn't set up to get a certain reaction. It absolutely was, and they continue to do it.
So this idea that I are you kidding me? We were wearing our media badges when we walked in, both of us. Adrian made sure we had them on before we left the house.
Why did they need media badges?
Good question.
To go resolve a customer service issue?
Why would Adrian make sure they had them on before they left the house if this wasn't all a setup?
If this wasn't a press.
Uh-huh. Let me keep going.
I give it up. You guys just, and this is what the funny thing is that the people on YouTube see this. They're like, they're sticking up for this chick. Can you imagine if it was you that did that, Betty? I'm like, yeah. They'd still be treating me the way they're treating me, with me being on the other end of it. But you know what? I guarantee every single one of them would have been acting 10 times worse had they spent the kind of money Marissa spent on furniture, waited 4 months for the furniture, waited until the furniture guys came to the house thinking it was going into the house, and then watching them pack the stuff up and take thousands of dollars of their merchandise away from their house that they had already unloaded it at. And then when you call to get help, you're basically told to go F off. Are you kidding me? That could have went like 10 times worse. And I'm just like, okay, Marissa, let's just go there. Maybe they just need to see a face. Let's be diplomatic about this. Let's, make sure we don't incite. And, we're sitting here strategizing how we're going to approach the situation.
Strategizing how you're going to approach the situation. Press badges were needed. Gotcha.
And so we're like, okay, well, you know what? At this moment, let's just record so there's no misunderstandings. Let's just make sure that we cover our asses, because this could go one of two ways, right? Because people with brains have plan A, plan B, and plan C, So we're thinking, okay, well, let's just get the car, just make sure there's no misunderstandings. I said, you need this to protect yourself. So let's just go in here, but let's be ultra diplomatic. I said, so far, nothing really major has happened. She just needs to see that you're a human being on the other end of the line. Certainly we can work this out. You know, this is thousands of dollars. No furniture store wants to be on the hook for thousands of dollars of extra inventory. Nobody does, right? So, I mean, we're thinking about this logically. We're talking about, you know, and one of the reasons why, let's be honest, one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to take the lead was because they tell Marissa to go F off. Like,
Notice how she said she
What'd
wants
she say? They told Marissa what?
to fuck off.
Okay.
And she decided to take the lead because of what? Because she's the mouthy one.
I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know what she would do. So I'm just like, let's just be diplomatic. You know, I'll just explain this. I'll just explain. Certainly somebody will be willing to help us, right? Certainly. So, amen. That woman doesn't deserve a job. How dare she? Right. I was thinking she was, that finally messed up with the wrong people. Loved it. And even after she was being so trashy to us, like while we were trying to be, you know, respectful and everything, she wanted to be so trashy. And then she turns around and tells Marissa she's going to F her up. I'm like, over what? Us just wanting a delivery number? And people on YouTube think that behavior is okay. Well, that should explain the type of people those people are, period. Do you really want your kids watching that crap? Do you?
I don't know about y'all, but I would rather have my kids watching people that are being honest and truthful rather than a bunch of people who are willing to set up anybody for a little bit of YouTube content. I'm sorry.
I have to step away for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Really, like, these people have children, and you wonder why our children are getting so messed up in this country. Well, look at their parents, right? When you think that it's okay to speak to customers that have paid thousands of dollars in that manner, that have been nothing but respectful. Now, mind you, this lady had never spoken to me, and she's never spoken to Marissa. But she's telling us that people can't talk to her any kind of way, but she's talking to us any kind of way. And we've never been disrespectful to her, but yet she chose to be disrespectful to us.
Notice how they claim that they were never disrespectful. Never disrespectful, right? Yeah.
And then when she found out we were recording her, she decided she wanted to get a little more emotional. And you kept just seeing it. It was just boiling over in her, boiling over. Like, she could not control her mouth. She could not control her own emotions. That is very dangerous when you are handling the public.
Using the words like dangerous to set the tone.
People can say all that they want to about me, but trust me, when I'm faced with stuff like that, I can handle myself. I know how to keep my mouth shut. I know how to keep my anger and stuff low. Just because I go out and protest, that doesn't mean shit.
Just wait. It gets a little bit better here. Just wait.
Let's think about it. What does that prove? It proves I know how to use a bullhorn. It proves that I know how to use my mouth in the face of adversity. But at what point have I been violent out there? At what point have I went up and lost my cool?
Well, how many people have you spat at? Didn't you admit to spitting at the guy in Idaho? I mean, you said you didn't spit on him, you spit at him, but I don't know.
Or spoke to somebody that way, or told somebody I was going to F them up. Please tell me. I do my stuff lawfully. That chick that can't handle being dumped by Dolly, that wants to see a man go to jail because he dumped her, it's just crazy. I would show up at her house with a protest on public property. Do it lawfully. And honey, you can file as many complaints against me at your police department as you want, and there's still not a damn thing they can do if I'm on public property. I've never threatened to harm a hair on your head, but I have.
Threatening to protest outside. I gotta keep my mouth shut.
Threaten to expose you. I want to make sure that every man has a buyer beware to know that you will try to throw them in jail if they break up with you to stay.
What is coming out of your mouth right now? How many? So she needs a buyer beware, but what about you? What about you? Make it make sense, Betty.
Stay away from you. It's not worth it. And I can do that. And I can do it lawfully without violating any laws. And I will be happy to do so. So go ahead and clip this and send it over to your police department, because I have never violated a law out there in the streets.
Who's gonna tell her? Anybody want to tell her? She had no pants on. I don't know that. Yeah, yes. Do you guys, I mean, she flat out said it. She said that this was all set up. They talked about it. He made sure they had their press badges on. This is clear cut setup. Again, distractions.
She was suspended from her job, and now she's going to different channels gathering information and cast out. Of course she is. Of course she is. She's ghetto. So racist ghetto bitch. Clip that.
She said clip that, so she's okay with us clipping that. So there's a clip of that. You need me to rewind it so you can hear what she said again? This is still on her page from this morning. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she did. I'll play it again.
As you want, and there's still not a damn thing they can do if I'm on public property. I've never threatened to harm a hair on your head, but I have threatened to expose you. I want to make sure that every man has a buyer beware to know that you will try to throw them in jail if they break up with you to stay away from you. It's not worth it. And I can do that. And I can do it lawfully without violating any laws. And I will be happy to do so. So go ahead and clip this and send it over to your police department, because I have never violated a law out there in the streets. She was suspended from her job, and now she's going to different channels gathering information and cast out. Of course she is. Of course she is. She's ghetto. She's a racist ghetto bitch. Clip that. Put my okay symbol next to it, because it's still okay to say okay. Clip that.
And if you know, you know. That is definitely not the okay symbol. Yeah, that needs to be sent. Yeah, absolutely needs to be sent. Oh, yeah. I can clip. I'll clip it when I'm, yeah. I'll clip this. Yes, I'll clip it when I'm done. Let me finish.
That's what they do. They went through, and I did a whole campaign through multiple states when they told me that it's now that a symbol I have been using since I was a little kid, which, mind you, is still part of the sign language, and our children still do. Like, I was out at a playground and a kid, loser, whatever, okay, and it's like, that's the best you got is me holding up a symbol. Well, you just got another picture of that. Does it make me racist? No, it doesn't. Because let me tell you, I treat everybody equally. You piss me off, trust me, I'll step on your toes. I don't care what color you are. You're nice to me, I'll be the nicest person to you. Guess what? I don't care what color you are. When people call my phone, I'll say, hey, are you white or black? Right? That chick.
She just keeps on talking some more. So there you go. I've never seen that. I've never, I'm in the same age range as her, and I've never seen that symbol used. I didn't use it as a kid. I think there was something like, and I don't even want to do it, but my grandfather used to do something with the two fingers, but it was a flyaway asshole thing. Like, I've never seen something like this. It's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, this is, I couldn't believe my ears when I heard this earlier. Somebody sent me a clip of this and I was like, what the frick? We're only going to go a couple more minutes because Nania's going live. So I'm just going to go a couple more minutes and then I'll clip this, but Nania's going live in 5. So let me hurry up and finish this and then we will get out of here.
Chick has a problem with me because of my skin. I didn't have a problem with her because of her skin. Big difference. So you can flash anything you want to flash up here on the streets of YouTube. I really don't care. You've been doing it for over a year. And guess what? My channel's still growing. So that's something you're going to have to deal with. Not me. You can paint me in any kind of picture, in any kind of light you want. I don't do that to you because you're not worth my time. Clearly, I'm worth yours. Big difference. I will never buy from Ashley Furniture again. And for her to just be suspended, They need to have a cease and desist sent to them. Because I'm telling you, she needs to be in the back freaking factory working. She doesn't need to be in the public eye. Does anybody really, if by a show of one, does anybody really have a problem with me being nice to the lady? I mean, I was ultra nice to her. I mean, that could have went, when she started talking to me like that, I could have just treated her the way she was treating me. And I chose to be above that. So put a 1 in the chat if you thought that Marissa and I handled that situation as completely diplomatic as we could in the face of a deranged Black woman that hates white people. Andrew, just know we are 100% backing this young lady. All strategy, jailhouse, paralegal education, you claim.
And look at her chat. Ones. They're all agreeing with this. Yes. They're all agreeing with this. Mm-hmm. Yep.
We'll help you. Well, do you know where she needs to sue me? Tell me my.
She thinks it's funny. She thinks this is all hysterical. All hysterical. Hold on. Let me grab Nania's link. Just a second. Hold on. Let me play this.
I want to buy her a plane ticket because she needs to come here to Florida to sue me. But you idiots don't know that. And I am so 100% backing this young lady for acting like a complete deranged lunatic. You are an idiot. You deserve to be with a complete deranged lunatic. And guess what? I'll be waiting with bated breath for that lawsuit that's supposed to be coming my way. And I will be laughing all the way because you know what? I fly to places to sue people. You jerk-offs can't do shit. You don't even know whether to scratch your butt or wind your watch. You don't know nothing. You're about as deranged as that lady. Take a hike. Take a hike. That is the funniest thing. I should put that back up there. Oh. I'll be waiting. Oh, the paralegal education I claimed. Baby, do you realize that people have already called the college and confirmed it? I graduated in the top 2% of my class, and I've walked over already several different YouTubers that no longer have channels, and I did it through the legal way. And guess what I did? I did it all pro se for that non-education I have in the law.
Well, there's that. There's that. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's a mood. Yep, there's that. She has lost it. I know, y'all. Sorry. I just wanted to play that part of it. But yeah, you can go watch more of it. We can watch more of it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. But I can't take any more of these people. I'm literally done. Yeah, bad. Yeah. That's her live from this morning. Go to about the 22-minute mark in, and that's where it starts for those of you that want to clip that. There's so many things that I could say that I'm just like, She thinks she is just something else. She thinks she's something special for sure. They are outlaw. They're messing with people. Oh, thank you. It's a mood. They're messing with people who are done taking their shit. They really are. BB, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, seasons definitely for sure. Cash agreed. Heels in the air says, I also have a playlist to get a history lesson since day one. Heels, thank you for letting us know. Heels has a lot of great content on Betty. I don't know a lot of her past, so I need to go. Yeah, right. Agreed. All right, y'all. I am going to hop out of here. Oh, Carly, it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. It'll be okay. You know, at the end of the day, we will continue to just call it what it is. It's all we can do. We got to continue having these conversations. All right. Nanya is coming on. The good Nanya, if you just want, she doesn't review like this, but she is more just down home chats. Head on over there. I'm headed out. I don't know if I'll see you guys this weekend. If not, I'll see you Monday. I might do some pre-records maybe this weekend. Oh, and a members chat. I will be doing a members chat because I owe you guys one. So I will see you guys later. Thank you all for joining me. Please don't feel like you're going to miss anything in the members chat. It's just, it's okay if you're not a member. It's okay. Like, don't feel stress or pressure. You're not missing anything. It's just us hanging out. Usually me folding myself up in my bed like a taco. Like, that's it. And Safari, and remember, when you are feeling alone, the beacon is always on. Also, I did make a post in the members group for you guys to just chat or whatever you want. I'll continue to do that. I hope you all have a great weekend. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, I will see you Monday. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.